Hey, what's up, sports bettors? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and what I'm going to be doing in this video is talking to you guys about how you can make money live betting on sports. That L word, alive, live, is very, very important because live betting, I've gotten a lot of questions about live betting strategies, stuff like that. It can be very difficult to place bets live because the odds change so quickly. So there are a couple different strategies about what you can do as a live sports bettor in order to make profitable bets. Of course, to start, you need to go to the OddsJam Positive Expected Value page, click Live in Play, and go from there. So I actually locked in a live bet you see right here, literally just locked it in for the NFL game tonight. So I'm recording this at halftime of the game, which is actually number one in my strategy of how to make money live betting. You have to find a game that is at some sort of break. And I mean more than just a standard commercial break. I mean, like for football and basketball, end of a half, end of a quarter. For baseball, end of an inning. Something like that, when you know there is a stoppage of play, you're more likely to get your bets in and actually have them placed before the odds change. If you're trying to place a bet during live action, and by live action, I mean when the game is currently being played, when that play is currently going on, the odds are going to change too quickly for you to check a play on the positive EV page, then go to a book and lock it in. Like this Bills bet that I took, Bills team total over 23.5 live in this Rams Bills game, is still live. You could still take this, and I locked it in a couple minutes ago just to show you that getting a play in during stoppage is very, very important. So that is the number one strategy by far, is that when you are live betting, check for games that are either at end of an inning for baseball, for football and basketball, end of a quarter, or even better at halftime. So what I like to do, and this is actually, the filters have made it a lot easier. If there is a game that I know is at some sort of break, I will go to OddsJam, I will go to live in play, and then I'll filter specifically for that sport. Or what you can also do is just control F the team. Now, I'm recording this on Thursday night, halftime of the NFL opening night between the Rams and the Bills. So there's only one game going on, so I don't need to do any sort of control F, control find, anything like that. But if it's NFL Sunday and you're watching a game and you're like, oh, this game's at halftime, let me see what live bets are available. Go to OddsJam, to the positive expected value page, go to live in play, and it'll list all of the positive expected value live bets. So I hit one. I hit this Bills team total over 23.5. The odds have actually changed a little bit more in my favor, and it looks like the Rams team total over 23.5 is also a positive EV play. So I'm going to take that one as well for plus 105. I like both of these for football reasons. Offenses have been able to move the ball, just turnovers have kind of plagued them, especially for the Bills. So I just need both teams to score a touchdown, both teams to score 2 touchdowns, and this will hit. So I like it for football reasons, but regardless, live betting, check to make sure a game's at halftime. That is strategy number one. Strategy number two is pretty much the same as regular positive EV betting strategies. Look for tight markets, so 25 and below, and look for situations where you're getting a true outlier. Like look at this Bills team total play. I got it at plus 100. The OddsJam line prices it at minus 125. Every other book prices it closer to the OddsJam line. Every other book also has the over as the most likely scenario, except for the book that I bet it at, Tipico, at plus 100. BetMGM has the over 23.5 at minus 115, favoring the over. DraftKings at minus 130, favoring the over. BetRivers, the OddsJam line, Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, favoring the over. These are just normal positive EV betting strategies, but they also apply to live betting as well. So that's one way for positive EV betting. Just make sure that you're getting an outlier, make sure that the market width is tight and everything like that. For the Rams one, same logic here, not as good of an EV play, because if you look at the OddsJam line, they're favoring the under, having that at minus 115 with the over at minus 102. So you see the EV percents are obviously a lot different here, 7% versus 1.75%. But the other two books, DraftKings, BetRivers, favoring the over, minus 120, minus 112. So all in all, the best advice I could give you for live betting is just find a game that's at some sort of break in time, or else the odds are going to change too quickly and you're going to get frustrated. So look for a game that's at halftime. Look for a game that's at the end of a quarter. If you can find one, or for baseball, look for a game that's at the end of an inning. And if you find one and you look for a play, then strategies from there, like I talked about, market with, outlier, stuff like that. So that is my quick tutorial on how you can make money live betting on sports. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if this was helpful or not. But that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.